champ is here.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble.
The champ is here. I must be the greatest. The champ is here.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
Yes, welcome. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. My name is EJ, and I got my man.
EP8.
Yes, and he is the DB of the show. Man, we're Black in Sports, man, giving a voice to the culture that won't shut up and dribble. And, man, today, man, we're bringing you back inside the locker room. We talk about topics in and around the game. MH, are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I am.
Well, if that laugh doesn't tell you anything, man, we're gonna just jump into this one. But you ever kind of, and no matter what you do, right, whether it's at work or in just different business relationship or just even in sports, man, just kind of really run into people who just think they're smarter than they really are, right? Like they know it all. They don't want to kind of take input and they just kind of go out brazen and do whatever the hell they want. And then they kind of end up looking just like a dumbass at the end of the story, man. So just kind of, going through that, MH, man, I want to just talk about some of those interactions and maybe even bring up some of those sports highlights that we kind of fall back and look on it and just see how, how smart you thought you were.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll start with prefacing my remarks and my comments by the sign in the back of an office there. I struggled in school. For those that can't see, it says I struggled in school. So while I'm here to talk about other people's struggles, there was a time where I also struggle, and I struggle on the daily.
Right.
I would probably say, but these are all jokes and fun.
No, and it's funny, right? Because when it's not you, kind of things, right?
When it's not you.
When you look back in it, I mean, small things, right? Because you start to see it. And from that sporting thing, like our coaches always don't do this, finish the drill, think smart, be in the game, be present, know what the offense is doing if you're a defensive player, all of that stuff, right? And then you still have guys, to get the interception, running down the field, and then drop the ball before he gets in the end zone.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
Right? All those kind of just weird things that happen, man. And I think I'm gonna jump off unless you had one. You said you had one already because I want to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start this with something that personally happened to me, okay. And I'm not one to necessarily blame coaches for things ever. I rather talk about the players on the field. But in college, we played a school called Western Illinois University, and so. Back when I played, I mean, you knew the scouting report of who you're playing and maybe height and weight and what number they wore and, kind of what routes they like to run. Like that was the gist of the game plan. But
right.
It wasn't, I couldn't go, I mean, maybe we could, but it wasn't a day and age where you can go find him on Instagram and really know his highlights and all that, see his huddle highlights and all those type of things that it is now. So there wasn't that much scouting when it comes to personnel. So I do remember, Coach all week was saying hey man, these guys don't have a lot of, they're not guys that can really run and beat you downfield. They got decent speed, not great. That was his quote. Decent speed, not great at the wideout position, and so I trust, I'm one to trust coaching, right? And I'm trust the coaches put us in the best spot. And I remember in the game, I said, okay, number 11's out there. And I was just reviewing on my scouting report. I said, okay, yeah, decent, not great speed. I'm looking. I said, okay, he a little faster. Played the first couple series. He a little faster than I thought. And I said, okay, well, maybe number 8's the decent and not fast as well. Number 8 was also fast. I remember this game, and I actually don't think they actually beat me for a touchdown. They beat a lot of people that game for a touchdown. I think they both probably had over 160 yards receiving on both. Needless to say, they won the game. But I do remember the guy was running a fade ball. And how Randy Moss used to throw his hand up?
Oh, right, I'm open.
So usually when somebody does that, it's okay, you when you're not really running, there's a little bit of a slowdown. I can catch up. But I just remember dude running like this. I said, Coach, you dumb as hell for telling us he's doing that. These are the fastest dudes I've ever played in my life. I don't know what scouting report you saw, what film you watched, but the film, what these dudes on the field, yeah, this is not decent speed.
This live report, you're gonna set me up for failure.
I love you, Coach D-Ty, but shout out to you. You number one on this list.
Shit. Well, that's the thing, right? So part of that, when you think about some of the dumbest moves, right, is bad advice.
Oh, come on, bro.
And I wasn't going to lead with this, but this is going to come up, right? Who told LeBron James that the decision, our special, was a good fucking move?
The Boys and Girls Club did. He done raised a lot of money.
Listen, the Boys and Girls didn't tell him to do that. Somebody in this camp was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. All right, man, I got a great idea. All right, got some people. We got some buddies on that will listen to us. We got some media people. All right, how are we gonna spend this? Okay, we're gonna go to the Akron Boys and Girls Club, and we're gonna tell them we leaving, y'all motherfuckers. So definitely on some bad stuff, right? And
he had the Coles cast polo on. He had the button down. That's funny.
An hour.
It was our special. Just basically say I'll see y'all later type.
And kick rocks. So definitely led to bad decision.
Okay, I like that.
And then you got another because I keep
Go ahead. I got another one, but go ahead.
So then there's infamous stuff, right? That changes the game. So I want to take us to the Fab Five, and so if you guys don't know the Fab Five, our younger listeners definitely get on your YouTube and get your Google on. Fab Five had an infamous play, even though they changed culture, the way we wear our shorts, and I mean they did a lot for basketball. But Chris Webber during the championship game, during the championship game, and I think it was 93 or 90, whatever, versus North Carolina, he calls his third timeout that they don't have, which it results in a technical and just really changes the trajectory of the game and everything. And so from now on, he created to where coaches be like, all right, now remember we ain't got no timeouts.
What's funny about it, I think in the documentary talking about he was like, which one, he was yelling at the bench, which one of y'all told me to call a timeout. Responsibility. You gotta take
he's trying to pass the buck, but you gotta take accountability, man. But sometimes you think you're in the game. He thought that was a great play. He's like, oh shit, I'm in the corner. Hey, boom, and fucked him up.
I love that one. That's a good one. I know, kind of thinking back on childhood, Cowboys fan, and the Cowboys played.
Which one?
I'm talking about the one on Thanksgiving because it almost brought me to tears, bro. I was really confused on what really happened. We're talking about defensive tackle Leon Lett.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Big goofy.
Big goofy. Cowboys block a kick. The Dolphins are trying to go ahead, to win the game. Cowboys block a field goal attempt in the fourth quarter. With that, the ball is essentially dead. But if a player tries to pick it up, it becomes a live ball, then the offense can recover it and get a first down essentially. And so I don't know what possessed Leon Lett since the ball was kicked and blocked and went beyond the line of scrimmage to just.
But he's a big man, though, right? So you got to give it to the big man. Want to touch the football?
I don't know. But the fact is, everybody's telling him to run. He just came out of nowhere.
He just came out of nowhere. Nobody. Dead ball if no one touches it.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere and didn't recover. Offense recovered and they kick and win the game. It was a point that it was a snow game in Dallas, which doesn't really happen ever. It was Thanksgiving, so everybody's watching, and I didn't really understand the rules at that point in life. So for the Cowboys not to be winning the game, block a kick, we about to win. We really going to win this game. To all of a sudden not winning the game, it was a lot for the young Hayes to take in. So that
definitely on the list. That's
got to be on the list. Yeah.
I mean, he's got a couple more too. I mean, he's got to run the wrong way. Like,
yeah, he did the Super Bowl. the celebrate too early and get a
Too
strip.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leon,
Leon Lett has some tough ones.
he had some definitely tough ones, man. Back to like thinking they're smart, right? Or pulling a move that's just like, I think in a lot of things, a lot of ways, people want to be ahead of the curve or be innovative and think like, I'm doing something brash and just change the game. And I thought about Mike Ditka when he was a coach, famous Hall of Famer, like great player during his playing days, and then definitely call him, he's a Hall of Fame coach for the Chicago Bears, but he's on his last kind of tour duty with the Saints, and I think that was his first year as a Saints coach, right? Maybe second year. Either way, it was early in the Saints career,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, you know what? Fuck it, I don't need all these picks, man. I'm gonna take all my other picks, and I'm gonna go get
Ricky Williams. I need it. F all the picks.
Forget all the picks, the franchise. We don't need nothing else. All we need is Ricky. And he wore dreads.
He had his helmet on. Yeah.
Hey, and he was ready to go.
Yeah.
I ain't
That's a good
saying
one.
not a great move, but it's one of those things, right, where you think you're smarter than the whole
Yeah.
system. There's
Yeah.
a draft process, and people have multiple picks and drafts for a reason. And I don't really think that there's many people that you would see you would full sell, wholesale all of your draft and future drafts. I think maybe there was some other picks for one player. So definitely
agree.
dumbass move.
I agree. My next one is Major League Baseball.
Give it to me. They got a couple.
They got a couple, but mine goes back to the steroid era. Okay, because on one hand, maybe you knew what's going on, maybe you didn't, but you wanted to celebrate players that were probably less than some of the greats that you had in the game. Mark McGwire, Jose Canseco, Sammy Sosa. Great summer. I think it was, let's say 1998 summer was one of the greatest summers. And, you had the race of Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, but which is cool. But there was somebody else that was like, why are these scrubs getting more love? So then what happened was when that person, and I'm talking about Barry Bonds, who was the best player in baseball at the time, says, okay, you know what? Let me put some of this lotion on my head.
That nigga it got so big, man. I don't care what nobody said.
Let me put some of this cream on. And then you create a really good, you create a dominant a Hall of Fame level baseball player to somebody that now you can't even pitch to him.
It was crazy, right? Because he was already
He's already MVP. He's already good. You start giving the love to the wrong people, then you made a demigod, or what do they be calling it? So, Major League Baseball. If you chill out, don't elevate stuff. Elevate your stars, man. Elevate your stars. Elevate the ones that was giving you the bringing the people into the ballpark, the Griffies and that. But you elevated the wrong ones, and then look what happened. Now you got one of the best. You got one of the best players in the history of the game that's not even in your Hall of Fame.
No.
That's just dumb to me. I don't know why. It's just stupid, whether you like them or not. The way you elevated certain individuals and market some guys and then market one of your greats. Now look.
Absolutely
stupid.
So going back, I'm pretty sure this is a classic one, right? Like, I mean, it's before our time, but we all heard of it, right? Hopefully, in any semblance of sports, one of the things your coaches always pep talk you, like when you're losing, and we're gonna play. We play in 60 minutes. We're playing full quarters. The game's not over till the last zeros on the clock, right? And in this instance, we're talking about Stanford and Cal, right?
Oh, shit.
Where Stanford took the 1-point lead. They thought the game was over. They kicked a little squib kick, thinking like, oh, we're going to kick it, game over. The band's on the field playing the anthems of, the team celebration. And here comes Cal, laterals, running through, dodging football players and band players and to score. And then at the end, though, people really don't talk about this a lot, but he trucked one of the band players.
No, trust the trombone or whatever that instrument is.
The trombone player, the tuba player, one of them brasses took one. And that's where you thinking you had it all in the bag and not playing to the last minute, man. And now you live in what they say the wrong side of history.
Correct. Speaking of living the wrong side of history, 2004, maybe 2005, Palace, the melee in the palace, whatever they call it.
Yes, Malice in the Palace.
Malice in the Palace.
Yes.
Yeah, whoever my man is that did.
Oh, he chucked that.
You know he was playing cornhole early in the day too. The way he floated that thing up.
Hey, that perfect landing, right? with the beverage in, right? Like it didn't spill on nobody else in the other rows. Yeah, that directly.
Yeah. Perfect cornhole toss.
Hey, perfect toss, terrible
follow through.
Dumbass move.
It was too good. Stupid.
And not only for him, for a lot of people got knocked out that night. So some of the people that thought they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go step on this court.
Let me just get on the court." Oh,
professional athletes. Detroit versus everybody. Okay, you don't get what you're looking for.
Yeah. Whoever got hit by Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh my
you in the
gosh.
wrong place at the wrong time. Get off the court.
Dumbass. All right. So I got one that's, maybe can kind of go back to maybe getting bad advice, or I'm not gonna go too hard on him. I get it, he was in a bad spot. And so sometimes when we're in bad spots in life, we may not consult the people we need to in life, and we do that dumbass shit. Why MJ ever thought he could go play baseball?
There's a lot of theories to that.
There's a lot
of theories,
but none of them make sense. Because the outcome, like if you do 2 + 2 = 4, you know what I mean? That's constant. But the outcome of 2 + 2 meant 23 needed to go play baseball was not a good equation.
Yeah, there's a lot there. It didn't end up being well. But Michael Jordan always turns it into I want to be an inspiration for those to do something that other believes you can, or something like that.
Now, if he would have did it at the end of his career, like, you know what, like, I don't, because the fact that you quit in the middle and there was a strike and Scotty was doing really good, which may be putting some kind of keys to Scotty out there promoting that he's better than MJ, and that's a whole nother thing. But no, like, I don't know about doing that in the height of where he was in his career to be just like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna go bowling or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just way in left field for him to do that now. But like, if it was something like he took that time off and then he wanted to come back to the game and then he played the game and he's like, you know what, I've always wanted to play baseball. I still think I'm gonna retire early. But yeah, he was in the middle of a hot streak, and like you said, there's a lot of reasons.
There's a lot of reasons
that people say. And we keep it on the positive here, so we're not gonna get into some of them negative reasons. But all in all, he need to get back to his board of decision makers and tell them y'all messed up on that one.
Yeah, no, for sure. And speaking of messed up on that one, this one pains me to say, but also back to the Dallas Cowboys. It was coming off the triplets kind of era, 96, 97, but 98 draft, there was a receiver that was at Florida State, got kicked out of Florida State, went to Marshall, was one of those guys, was falling right to the Cowboys. Still had Michael Irvin on the roster, still had Troy Aikman on the roster, still had Emmett on the roster. It was kind of like the end of that, towards the end of that era. Mm-hmm. Time to usher in a new era with the best football player in the draft, and not passing up on Randy Moss and him falling to the Vikings and then playing him on another Thanksgiving Day where he just catches 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I think the Cowboys franchise is still suffering, from that. I don't think
Right.
haven't been to an NFC championship
Since.
So
Jeez.
Jerry
Well,
or whoever was responsible, man, that's tough.
all roads lead to Jerry. We could probably do a whole show about dumbass moves from him.
That
But
was tough. I don't know about a whole show. That's a smart guy, but that's tough. I wish they would have took Randy Moss.
well, at age, right? Maybe there's a whole lot of things going on there. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping in touch with passing over, right? The whole league made a mistake, right? I mean, if you want to talk about the greatest ever, right? They call him the GOAT, and he's done some GOAT-ish things. And I don't even know what draft it was. Do you remember what draft Tom Brady was in? What year?
Shoot. No.
Right? Like, because dudes played for friggin' ever. He didn't get picked until the 6th round. Pick 199. So all teams passed.
2000.
Was it 2000?
Yep.
Damn. So all teams passed him multiple times before the Patriots ultimately picked him up in the 6th round. So you talking about like getting bad information, not getting the scholarly report right.
Yeah, that's tough.
And of course, everybody can say, "Oh, 2020." Well, no, I don't want to say 2020 because last time we said 2020 vision, COVID happened. But you can say hindsight, right? Everybody can be like, "Oh, well, yeah, you would have picked him now," but like nothing. Like we didn't see nothing on film to where now the guys that we're putting in front of these teams and thinking it's going to happen. Like where does scouting go from you miss on Tom Brady, but you think I can't even think of what's the dude, the little BYU kid from the Jets, right?
Leave my man alone.
Right, like you thought Zach, yeah, my man Zach be on people's moms and grandma tough, but
leave my guy alone.
Google that story if you don't know that one. But yeah, how did you miss that one, man? So definitely, when we talk about our early, was that season one? Talk about too much information. They didn't have enough information on that one, man.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, hard to. I always feel like that position is kind of hard, but it seems like, the best to ever do it, falling that far is interesting. So,
and I guess for me, like it's all hard, right? Like you really don't know, pause, where people are going to go and how they're going to perform on maybe an offensive type situation.
Sure.
Although there's got to be some factors about coachability, reading defenses, something, right? Like what was Daniel Jones, right? Like, they thought there were some things with him, right?
There are still some things with Vanilla Vic. Don't forget my guy. There's still some stuff with him.
So we'll definitely see. Man.
Yeah. This is the one I'm rounding it off with.
Okay.
I'm surprised we've been on here 20 minutes and the way we think we haven't brought my guy up. But this is an absolute legend of an athlete.
Okay.
I mean, this sport that I'm about to name that he participated in, I don't think you can tell the history of the sport without mentioning this individual.
Oh, so it's okay.
But he is remembered for something that is not necessarily in his sport. I'm talking about my man's Hidden Notes Olympian.
That Star Spangled Banner get you every time.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis. We brought him up in a show or two, by the way.
We have brought him up, but I'm surprised he waited. I'm surprised he lasted 20 minutes.
Well, no, that's a capstone. Like anything else I have to say, I'm done with that one.
Carl Lewis, whoever convinced him to
man. I mean, you may sing in your shower. You know what I mean? You may sing when you got your iPod going and your earbuds in or whatever. Like,
come on.
Whoever told you? Like get up something that's like you got Whitney Houston and something national anthem. You got Marvin Gaye that made his own version of the national anthem. But you thought that, like, you know what? I got this.
They didn't go over on like practice. They didn't hit all the. He must. I gotta know the whole bit. They gotta do a 30 for 30 on that.
They have to look at it. They did it on Whitney, right? They did the 30 for 30 on Whitney about her singing, right?
No, for sure.
We need the 30 for 30
What
on
did
Carl.
the rehearsal? What did the rehearsal sound
Right.
like?
Oh, sound check, right? Like someone that
Yeah.
sounds like the dude was had the headset and
Uh-oh.
cued the mic, was like,
I'll make up for it here though. What? How did this happen?
so and now was it him that like they start putting the words up so people would not, but it was terrible. All in all,
Words, pitch,
pitch.
timing. It's just for an absolute legend of the sport.
Oh
And
my
I know a
God.
lot of people remember him for that national anthem. It's terrible. That's my number one. That's my intercontinental champion, and it will always be my intercontinental champion.
That's it, man. That's it. So I love that, man. So we do deal with people that make really bad decisions because they think they know best. They think they're smarter than the situation, than you, or whatever. And they go out and they make these decisions. And what I say, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Correct. Yeah.
It makes, man. You got anything else before we wrap this up, man?
Yeah, man. I think, all jokes aside, I think it's always good to be humble. Use your network, your team around you, those that support you. Get information, not too much, but get information. And be humble, man. Like there's always you don't know everything, and sometimes God has a way of humbling us. Hopefully, it's not on the national stage like some of the athletes that we mentioned, but stay humble.
Like Dos Equis, stay humble, my friends.
Yeah.
Well, no, man, I think you hit a point, man. Yeah, we're in sports. Work with your team. You don't have to do it all. Nothing is designed in this life for us to do it all anyway, right? So why are you going out and thinking that you should or need to accomplish that? It's life is a team sport.
Team sport. We don't need no heroes. Just do what you're supposed to do.
I love it, man. All right, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. And thank you for the dumbasses and the people that think they know it all, because you do bring some humor and some kind of messages for us to kind of follow of what not to do at some time. So hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We do every Thursday. We drop in a new show. If you have a dumbass moment that you would like to share, please put that in the comments in the chat. We want to hear about it.
We all struggle at school.
Hey, MH, that we're gonna have to do this for the July live. We're gonna have to ask. We have to bring what's some dumbass.
I just want to see Jeans. He always makes good moves. So I want to know what move is not good for Jeans.
Gene. I don't think he's gonna have a bad move. So we're gonna
He's not gonna have a bad move.
He's not gonna have a bad move.
We're gonna be off camera when that part comes.
It's gonna be the Black and Sports After Hours show, right? Where we get that. Another Gene exclusive, man.
Yeah, Gene.
Let's see what Bobby Steels and Mr. MH is. We'll see what the day has, man.
Yeah.
But, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this show. We always have fun doing it and providing this content for you. If there's topics you want to hear us talk about, please share it with us. And like we say, as always, please stay safe, practice gratitude, and know we're rooting for you.
Screaming, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we even.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yo. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade new rags. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap.